I'm Jair Spearman, a sophomore sociology major from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
I'm Romnie Mills, a junior English major, Spanish minor from Spring Hope, North Carolina.
My name is Aubrey Backus IV. I'm a junior psychology major from Greensboro, North Carolina.
I'm Naguana McLean. I go to Clark Atlanta University, a junior, and I am a psychology major, clinical concentration, Kenansville, North Carolina.
I was really worried when I first heard about the hurricane because it was bigger than the state when it was, approaching North Carolina. Just texting my parents like, hey, are y'all evacuating? Just trying to check on everybody that I knew.
They called me every day before the hurricane hit, asked me if I was okay. And I told them, yeah, I'm fine, but, they were pretty scared. I just, tried to reassure them that they were gonna be okay.
The first thing I did was call my folks, just to make sure that everybody was good, everybody was prepared.
I felt sad and devastated because most of my family is still there. They didn't want to evacuate like they were supposed to. And I felt scared for their life because they said it was pretty big, bigger than the state, so it was scary.
Definitely when severe weather happens, we kind of use Fran and Floyd as measuring sticks to measure how bad a new hurricane will be. So I remember texting my mom hey, they said that Hurricane Florence is gonna be just as bad, if not worse, than Floyd.
Anytime we even talk about a hurricane, that's always the first one that comes up, because I want to say that was probably the first major hurricane that hit us in a way that really woke us up to wow, we're not invincible from these types of weather.
I do have friends that are going to school in coastal colleges, and they had to evacuate, so some of their schools are pretty flooded.
There were tornadoes in our area, but I'm just really relieved that nothing was too devastating. I've still got friends who haven't been back to school because their school's underwater.
I have one friend, she can't get back to school at ECU because all the roads are washed away. Anybody
that's familiar with Fayetteville, the Cape Fear River is one of the largest rivers. And that's flooded pretty bad. There have been images taken over a course of 3 days, starting on Sunday. And Sunday, say this the bridge, the water may have been here, and by today, it's almost over the bridge. So that's been a very scary thing.
North Carolina has a history of bad weather. So at this point, we know that if a hurricane comes, it's gonna hit and then it's gonna die down as it gets further and further inland. So at first, I was kind of scared, but then you just remember about all the other times.
Really just, prayers to anyone who had any bad experiences with this storm. And I mean that even further than just, the borders of North Carolina. And
I hope you're very saved, and I hope everything's get better.
I just know that there's nowhere but up. It can't get worse from where we're at right now. So just, stay prayed up.